Buongiorno Bianconeri. It is match day and we're getting ready for a kickoff, all right? Juve and Fiorentina. Let's shut that ticker down. It always loves to kick things off before we get going here. We've got everybody getting in here. Fubo finally kicking in, okay, with their coverage. Guys, we are going to see the trident, all right? The predictions are in. We got the predictions earlier on our match day live today, all right? And we had Omer going with a 2-0 Juventus victory, myself 2-1. Get in here. Drop a like. Drop your predictions on the side. I hope you're all having a great weekend, okay, as we just get ready for, they're just going through lineups on both teams. I'll give you the lineups and everything. Hope you're having a great weekend. My weekend been very, very relaxed. It's been cool. It's been calm. Also took part in a couple of card breaks. That's right. Some of you who have noticed that if you follow me on Twitter or whatnot, I'm starting to get back into sports cards and collecting them, and got an opportunity to take part in a couple of card breaks with some new friends. Coffee with Cards. They're in Grimsby, Ontario. Okay, 48 Main Street West. Go there and check them out. Apparently their coffee is fantastic, and you get a shot at getting some cards. And I'm on the West Coast. Obviously, they're on the East Coast, but I was still able to take part just online through their Facebook page. So make sure you check them out and show some love. Great people doing great stuff for the hobby. Okay, so make sure you check it out. Now, with the lineups, hey, we said it. We got the trident, everybody. We got the trident rocking today. So we are going to see Vlahovic, Di Maria, and Chiesa. In behind them, you've got De Sciglio, Locatelli, Rabiot, and Kostic making up the midfield four, with Danilo, Bremer, and Sandro as your three center backs, Szczesny in goal. Now, for Fiorentina, as expected, and we covered it, the only difference is Duncan being in the midfield next to Amrabat and Bonaventura on the right side. Probably thought Barak was going to be in there. He is not. That's okay. We'll take it. So, for them, you got Terracciano in goal. You've got Dodo, Milenkovic, Ranieri, and Biraghi at the back. Like I said, Duncan, Amrabat, Bonaventura across the middle. Icone, Kwame, and Gonzalez up top, all right? Let's see what this front three can kick up. We've been wanting the trident. A lot of fans have been screaming for it. Today's going to be the day. We will see. Angel Di Maria, 3 goals in 12 league games this season. Interesting statistic going into this game that we tackled on the Matchday Live is that Dusan Vlahovic, for all the criticisms and everything in his play and whatnot, and obviously he's been injured for a large part, but here we go. For all the criticisms, only Victor Osimhen at .94 has scored more goals per game in Serie A this season than Dusan Vlahovic at .67. So, he's still producing and still has a strong rate, everybody. So let's see what happens. We see Miretti, unfortunately, unable to participate. He's just given a high five. Saw the kids there. He's going to go take a seat in the stands. Miretti, unfortunate injury, but again, not as bad as it could be. Andrew coming in here. Thoughts on Lord De Sciglio out on the right? I would have avoided it. I said it on the Matchday Live. I would avoid that at all costs. Let's hope that it works out today. But maybe just something is up with Quadrado. He's not quite ready. I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't know. That's probably my only blip in this lineup. And in going into this lineup a little bit further, like I was saying on the Matchday Live, what I do really, really like about this potential in this 3-4-3 is the fact that it gives more opportunity and chance for a guy like Sule, even Illing Jr., if we're going to play with 2 up top there with Vlahovic. Now all of a sudden there should be more opportunity for Sule to ramp up those minutes. So that's what I really like about this. And Illing Jr. can slot up there. Hell, even Fagioli could technically go up there and help and play in support of Vlahovic. So I really, really like it, all right? Let's see how it goes, and hopefully it works out for us. They're just showing Fiorentina's setup listed as 4-3-3, could potentially be a 4-2-3-1 with Amrabat and Duncan making up the pivots and Bonaventura allowed to slide forward. Gonzalez and Icone taking up the wings with Kwame up top. So let's see. Ciao RB, ciao RB. We're getting ready for kickoff, everybody. Again, get your predictions in there. I want to see where your guys' heads are at and what you think it's going to go down. I call 2-1 victory, and I did call Vlahovic and Di Maria as my goal scorer. So let's see what happens here. I'm getting jacked up for this one. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Showing the crowd there. Looks lively. We've got a friend of ours, long-time subscriber, follows since day one. Marco, but everyone knows him as Max. Max Juventino is there in Turin. Checking out, following his thread online, and it's great stuff. Also saw him meeting another longtime subscriber and follower of all Juve Casta, Mustafa Tamer there. Shout out to those two beauties. Finally getting to meet up. That's what strong and good stuff can happen through social media. And like I said, Twitter, Instagram, all that, it can be great when used properly. Twitter's brought a lot of people together, so it is very good. But of course, you do have some negative sides to it. Let's get to some of your predictions, everybody. Locatelli coming in here 3-1 for Juve. Anish believes it's going to be 2-0. Locatelli also adding Vlahovic brace in there. There you go. Andrew coming in here 2-0. Dusan and Chiesa. Mohamed coming in with the absolute thrashing 4-0 for Juventus. Let's go. And Di Mamma Mia with 2 assists there. Like that. There you go. Getting jacked up. The songs being sung and the scarves are being waved. Let's go. Let's hope for a good atmosphere. Obviously, if you missed it leading up to this one, Fiorentina supporters were basically not in favor of the fact that they had to get their tickets through Juve and whatnot, and basically calling our club dirty and all this absolute filthy stuff, just in terms of investigation and everything. Said they refused to get it. So they basically boycotted this game. Not sure how that's going to really affect Juve. We won't care. So it is what it is. Keep your supporters out of there. We need to get our atmosphere ramped up anyway. So it's going to help, if anything, from what we've been used to. That's one thing amidst all this change I really hope does actually go down and us start to go back to that fortress that we were back when Allianz's prime days, when ever since it really kicked off. I want to add to you guys another key stat. Speaking of Allianz Stadium, okay? Juventus has obviously only collected 1 point in their last 3 matches. Or last 2, home matches. The 3-3 draw against Atalanta, the 2-0 loss to Monza. The last time Juve went 3 straight winless at Allianz Stadium was actually the start of the 15-16 season, okay? So obviously we're trying to avoid that as well. And that's, over the past couple seasons, there's been a lot of bad records. Let's stay away from that one today. Let's hope they get the job done. The teams are coming out. Okay, they're going to take the Serie A anthem. We're going to take the photographs. We're going to have the coin flip. And then we're going to get to the action. I hope you're all jacked up. And again, finally, the Trident. Let's hope it works out. We had a question come up on the Matchday Live, and it said, will we get the Trident again if it goes bad? Or if it goes good, will we just see it straight through? What are your thoughts on that? The thing is, I don't think he's going to judge it strictly based on just one game. This is something that we're going to see here on out and at least a few matches. I do find it strange, and this is why it's tough to really gauge Max in general. Number one, injuries and players, keeping them fit and whatnot. But not only that, I would have thought Salernitana was the prime candidate to see this Trident or whatnot, or at least go there, and we didn't. So who knows what we could get and what we could see, all right? But I would have to guess that we're going to see it for a few games, not just this one. But it's interesting seeing as how we're going to have the Europa League game on Thursday. So, I mean, you'd probably think the 1-game trial run before that one, it would have been nice to get the 2, the Salernitana and Fiorentina, but I digress. Let's see. 1 game at a time, 1 day at a time. Everybody get those likes up. Let's go. And do not forget to subscribe if you're new here, okay? If you're a diehard Juve fan, this is the channel for you. And even if you support another team, just want to always be kept in the loop on Juve, this is the channel for you. So make sure you hammer that subscribe button, all right? And let's get those likes up. Now, Let's see here. The team looks great. Front three will be on fire today. Hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's bring it. I'm with it. I'm with it. Let's go. Let's go. Locatelli saying Allegri's collecting these records. Pretty impressive. Yeah, it's been a lot of negative records we're tallying, but let's see. The standard Juventus team huddle before these matches, ever since the struggles earlier on in the year, that's become a staple of their pre-match rituals taking place right now. Amrabat wearing the face mask. Let's see. He's been on a tear this season, really playing well. He had a good season last season too, and then of course his showing for Morocco at the World Cup was fantastic. So let's see. We've got Kevin coming here. Juventus versus Fiorentina will be 2-1. 4 left, but 2-1 according to scoreline is Juventus. All right. Draw up our trusty lineup sheet here. We have obviously a moment of silence for everything that's taken place with Turkey there and whatnot. So nice to see this. Crowd giving applause. Players embraced arm in arm. And then we should get to the action. There's the whistle. Lights come back on. Let's go. Visiting sector for Fiorentina. You can see there probably a total of maybe 50 people scattered across those seats. Let's go. Getting ready for kickoff, everybody. Come on, Juve. Let's go. Come on. Let's get this kickoff going. I'm ready to rock. And we're off. Let's go. Bremer kick things off. He's going to move it to the side for Sandro. Sandro inside to Locatelli. He's got a lot of space, and he plays it out to De Sciglio on the right. De Sciglio moving forward. Has a run being made. Crosses it in, looking Vlahovic's way. Just goes off his back shoulder, and we close it down quickly. Balls inside to Rabiot, to Sandro, inside to Locatelli's got pressure on his back, and Fiorentina wins it. Kouami coming all the way back to help win the ball. Fiorentina coming through the middle. Ooh, forces a challenge there. And Rabiot, Fiorentina calling for a card. That's the first challenge of the game. He's not going to see anything. Gets a couple words from the ref there. Hard challenger from Rabiot. Kind of had to do it there. Yeah. Physical challenge there from Rabiot. Had to do a Gonzalez, basically cutting through the midfield, running forward at pace. And he does see color. Took a while, but the ref does pull out yellow for Rabiot. There you go. Wow. Minute in, Rabiot on a yellow. Now, one thing that we should talk about is last game we saw this, and we've seen it multiple times earlier in the year with Miretti, a young guy. And he was shown a very short leash, and Max pulled him constantly. Last game, Rabiot was pretty fortunate not to get sent off, and Max still let him go about his business. So, something to keep tabs on, seeing as how we're a minute in, and we've got a card already to Rabiot. Again, those guys that Max trusts get a long leash in those situations. So, let's see. Dusan Vlahovic facing his former side. Obviously, Chiesa as well. You'd think they want to take it to them. Old Rocco Comiso probably still waiting for that goodbye call from Chiesa. Not coming, pal. Not coming. Vlahovic putting a little pressure ball all the way back. Now Amrabat in it on the middle. Plays it over to the side. Fiorentina struggling just to maintain possession. Ball played to the back to Terriciano, who just pumps it forward. Juve engaging. Ball falls to De Sciglio. Now Juve in possession. He's going to go backwards. Locatelli's going to pop it forward. Looking Di Maria. It's probably going to be offside as he came back into the position. Oh, little shoulder barge there. And Di Maria playing it up. Playing it up. I did make a prediction earlier on in the Matchday Live that somebody was going to get sent off in this game. I had a feeling. Nothing coming from this. No card, no nothing. Just words from the ref. So there you go. Getting away with one maybe there. Should have been maybe a little more. I don't know. Not much in it, but Di Maria trying to play it up. It was a dead play. Here you have Kostic trying to move forward. Little 1-2. Just way too bunched up there. Nothing doing for Juve. Kouame now playing out to the side to Gonzalez. He's going to try to save it out on the sideline. He does. He's got a man moving forward. Ball trying to cross in. It's going to go out. It's going to be Fiorentina corner kick here. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Juve. Let's get her going. 3 minutes in. And, yeah, cagey little start. A little bit of chippiness right out of the gate. Hard tackle from Rabiot. A little shoulder barge laid in on a nothing scenario for Di Maria there. Hitting the deck. Biraghi set to take this corner for Fiorentina. It's a short corner to the top to Bonaventura. Cross comes in. Falls down. Oh my God. It looked like Kouame would have a clear opportunity on goal there. Man. 3 defenders for Juve on there. It looked like Bremer just got in there to clean that up right before Kouame could have pounced there. And Biraghi set to take it again. Close call there. Fiorentina on another corner. They await as the ref checks everything. He gives the signal to have the corner. The corner comes in swinger, headed out by Bremer. Juve applying pressure. Amrabat heads it back in. It's flicked on. No foul there. Fiorentina lobbying. Ball's going to be cleared out to Di Maria on the right. He's going to try and go all the way across the pitch. That's a great ball. Great ball. Chiesa's on it. Crossing it back post. Nobody there. Fiorentina's going to see it out for goal kick. That's a hell of a ball from Di Maria to find Chiesa. And that's the thing with these guys in there is that way more opportunities to stretch teams out and hurt them and hopefully keep them back. Great ball from Di Maria. Terracciano now. Goal kick for Fiorentina. Big clearance there from Bremer. Wow. Going back to that was surely a tap in there. Okay, let's get this game going here. Come on. Got the ref looking like Joey Cappuccino out there. Bald and disoriented. So here's Bremer flipping it up over the top. That's cut out. Fiorentina trying to come back at us. Sandro trying to do battle, win it there. Thought he had it off a Fiorentina player, but no such luck. Fiorentina throw. Amrabat trying to play inside. Vlahovic coming all the way back to win this one. He's going to try and play a through ball there for Kostic, but he just can't outrun his man. Actually clips his heels. No call. Played inside for Di Maria. Oh, Di Maria. Oh, Kostic is offside there. Fiorentina losing their minds over what they believe was a call on Kostic there. Nothing doing. Little shove to the back. Goes down easily and ball play allowed to continue. Di Maria just gets his touch wrong and then Kostic ended up being in an offside position. Dodo, the one there that took a light shove from Kostic and hit the deck. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Juve. Kouame's got his arms up, wanting his man Terracciano to hit him there. Tony says, let's get this going here. And here it is. Pump forward. Rabiot engages, heads it back. Dodo is going to go all the way back to Terracciano. Terracciano now swings it out to the left. Biraghi. He's going to go down the left side. Oh, man. Danilo watching it go by. Bremer had to step in there to clean it up as Kouame was lurking. Tries to go up. Locatelli heads it forward. Amrabat doing battle. He's tough. He's tough in the middle. Di Maria, little outmatched there. Trying to pull out outside of his weight class there with Amrabat. Kone now ends up playing it off a Juve player. De Sciglio giving Ikone all sorts of problems. It's chippy out there. I like these games. It's chippy. Here's Biraghi on the throw for Fiorentina. Chippy game. I thought it was going to be a tight one. We're looking at a 2-1 game. This could potentially be a draw. Oh, Rabiot. It's stripped. Here's Bonaventura. Locatelli quickly closing down. Actually, Chiesa, quickly closing down. Here's Rabiot now. Scooping up the loose ball. Trying to buy some time. Plays it back to Sandro. Juventus very, very bunched up right now. Playing it over to Danilo. Plays it to Szczesny. Szczesny takes a touch to his left. Is going to pump it forward, but it goes over Dodo's head. Oh, Chiesa trying to keep it in. He does. Oh, tries to play it inside for Di Maria. Just doesn't fall for him. Excellent work to keep that ball in play, though, from Chiesa there. Here you have Biraghi on it again for Fiorentina, moving up the left flank, slowly waiting for his players to take position. Inside for Duncan. Duncan now, scanning. Back to Biraghi. Biraghi will go back. Ranieri is going to pump it forward. Danilo heads it. Goes straight up, has to engage again, heads it forward. De Sciglio slipped, so it was an easy free ball for Fiorentina. But they misplay it. Back in Juve's possession through Locatelli. Over to Danilo. De Sciglio on the right now, inside for him. Left-footed ball, trying to go into the middle. Vlahovic heads it back. Sandro's now got a 50-50. He does well. Gets that. Here's Di Maria. Being pushed backward by Bonaventura. Flips it forward, but can't find his target. Now Chiesa drops back, finds Locatelli. Locatelli with a nice ball over the top, finding Kostic. And now Juve's on. Kostic is going to cross it low and hard, looking for Vlahovic. It's cut out. And that's going to be a corner kick. No! He's giving goal kick to Fiorentina. That's a great ball from Locatelli. And again, we have to stretch out our opponents. Take advantage of their 4-3-3 setup. That's a great ball. Chiesa dropping back, winning it. Playing it back for Luca, who on the one touch hits Kostic. Kostic with a good low hard cross, looking Vlahovic's way. He just can't direct that one towards goal, and he had Ranieri all over him. Much better from Juve. Continue to stretch Fiorentina and take advantage of them sending numbers forward. Let's go. Chiesa doing a lot of work coming back and helping our midfielders. Here's a 1-2 for Fiorentina. Gonzalez is on the run, but he gets his pass all wrong. Danilo now back to Szczesny. Out to De Sciglio on the right. Juve will be able to set things up. Here's a little pass forward. Locatelli, gets his pass wrong. It's played behind him now. Here's Kouame. Very slow from Fiorentina. Allows Juve to take their position again. Dodo moving in. Bonaventura. And now they're just scanning. Amrabat. Back to Dodo. Fiorentina has absolutely zero width right now. Gonzalez in the middle. Bonaventura in the middle. Dodo closing in on the right. Very little width at all on that right side. They are stretching things out on the left, but very, very narrow on the right side, and I'm not sure that's by design. Ball moves over to Milenkovic. Chiesa closing down. Here's a bad pass, and now Vlahovic can run at his man. Plays it over to Di Maria. Di Maria cuts in. Hits a left shot. It's blocked. Here's Kostic. Kostic trying to play it back towards goal off the deflected shot of Di Maria. You have to think that's got to be 1-0 for Juve. But it doesn't fall, but much, much better. Much, much better. Let's go. Let's go. Di Maria cutting in on his left shot blocked. I thought for sure Kostic was coming in to slam that home, but he just misses the back post. Much, much better, though. Much, much better. Hey, I appreciate it, Richard. I'm glad you enjoy it. All I ask is for all of you to share the content. Let everyone know that you enjoy my commentary, all right? Biraghi now is going to pump it up the left flank. Little flick on from Ikone there, but it's cut out by Bremer. But his pass is errant. Amrabat on it now. Moving forward for Fiorentina. Ikone on the wing. He's got Biraghi on the left. but Juve is in their defensive shell. He tries a cross, easily blocked by Locatelli. Locatelli being closed down, trying to play it forward. It's cut out by Amrabat, kept in. Duncan on it now. Inside, back to Duncan. Juve again in their shell. Fiorentina is going to switch field over to the right side on Dodo. Dodo scanning backwards now for Milenkovic. Inside to Amrabat. Light pressure there from Chiesa. Over to the left flank for Biraghi. Biraghi scanning. Back to Ranieri. And Juve starting to take their shape, starting to put light pressure on these center backs at the back. Ball forward into Kouame. One touch inside, but well ahead of his target, who was Bonaventura. Falls easily to Szczesny. So Szczesny rolls it out to Bremer, and now Bremer will move up very slowly inside to Locatelli, who one touch pops it over to the left side for Kostic. Kostic trying to flip one over the top. Rabiot had made a run. It goes too far. Milenkovic will go back to Terracciano, who goes over to the left with Biraghi. Back to Terracciano. Fiorentina's goalkeeper is going to chip it over to the right flank for Dodo. It's well over his head, and now Juve can take the throw in. 13 and a half minutes into this one. Both teams still feeling each other out right now. Ball at the back with Danilo. Inside to Di Maria. Back to Bremer. Bremer's going to go to Danilo. He's going to take a look. He's got De Sciglio to the right. De Sciglio on it now. Trying to play that ball forward. Too short. Headed back. And Biraghi's going to try and flip it forward. Di Maria cuts it out. Ooh, gets it. Stolen from Biraghi. Kone cuts in. Juve has taken their shape at the back though. Locatelli dropping back. Rabiot dropping back. Chiesa helping. Di Maria helping as well. Kostic now. Closing down the right side for Gonzalez. Bonaventura makes his run beyond Sandro. You've got to be aware that is your man, with Kostic taking over that flank position. De Sciglio now on the right side, slowing things down. Back to Danilo. Locatelli. Back to Danilo. Danilo will move forward. He's scanning. Keeps scanning. Finds a line-breaking pass to Di Maria. Di Maria mishandles it, but it falls to De Sciglio. Back to Locatelli. Locatelli's having a scan over to Bremer. Bremer will go to Sandro. Sandro being closed down. Has to go back to Bremer. Bremer's got Danilo to his right. He's going to play it to him. Danilo being closed down by Iconi. Inside to Luca. Luca tries to switch field there. Had little time, but that one doesn't make it past Dodo. Looking Kostic's way again. I'm okay with us continuing to try and stretch Fiorentina out. We can have success there. Here's Duncan moving forward for Fiorentina. Left-footed cross, but it's closed down by Locatelli. It'll be out for Fiorentina. Throw-in. Wow. Wow. Well, we know what Juve's game plan is, what they're trying to do, how they're trying to hurt Fiorentina. So far, we've had good attempts at it and some bad attempts at it. But right now, I think it's a little hard for Locatelli and Rabiot to control this game with Fiorentina's middle. Here's Sandro with an awful attempt at trying to play that ball through. Dodo lobbying for a call on him. Not going to get it. It's going to be a Juventus throw. Here's Sandro on it. Going back for Bremer. Bremer's going to go over to Danilo. Danilo in for Locatelli. Locatelli over to De Sciglio. The one main thing, we do this in a 3-5-2, and we're doing it again today in a 3-4-3, and that's the other midfielder right now today should be Rabiot. He is completely abandoning Locatelli. So our defenders literally have only Luca. If Fiorentina continues to take that away, we will remain stagnant as we are. If we can't have Bremer or Danilo finding line-breaking passes to either Chiesa or Di Maria, we are going to be very, very stagnant here. And if you're going to play De Sciglio on one of those outsides, this is going to make for a long, long afternoon, I feel. So, again, I do not like the fact that we move our other midfielders out immediately in possession of the ball. We should be building up together. And not only that, but it runs a risk of you being countered very, very easily if you get a pass wrong or they cut you off. Vlahovic putting his shoulder into Ranieri. I love it. Hey, you want to play games with Di Maria? That was during. So Deal with it, Ranieri. I like that from Vlahovic. Put your shoulder into him. Let him know you're there. Amrabat all over Di Maria's back. Di Maria goes down, looking for a call. And then Vlahovic made sure to get a piece of Ranieri. I love it. I love it. This is a chippy game. I'm all about it. All about it. Let's go. Let's go. Waiting for things to get going again. Give you a quick stats rundown. We're at 48% possession to Fiorentina's 52. 2 total attempts for Juventus, none on target. 1 for Fiorentina, none on target, all right? 1 big chance, and that's falling for Juve, and that was the Kostic one where we unfortunately didn't capitalize. Man, that one would have been a big one. We need that one. B1897 says Di Maria is frustrating him so far. I'm not there. I'm not there right now, okay? And Andrew liking Dusan getting a piece of Ranieri there. Love it. Here's Di Maria on the ball. Ooh, plays one well beyond Sandro. He's forced to make a dangerous challenge on Gonzalez. You got to expect color there. And there it is, yellow. 18 and a half minutes in. We got color to Sandro. We got color to Rabiot. All right, all right. Chippy one. Whew. I called somebody who was going to get sent off, and God, I hope it's not a Juve player, but I had a feeling someone's getting sent off this game. Fiorentina's been an issue for us over the past little bit, just playing us tough. Let's see. So, we're going to get a free kick here for Fiorentina. They're obviously sending everybody up. The center backs are up. Ranieri, Milenkovic, Juve laying out their marks. 19 minutes, closing in on 19 minutes, 30 seconds. Free kick off the right flank for Fiorentina. Here it comes in, swinger with the left, and that's headed out by Rabiot. There you go, Chiesa engaging, draws the foul. It'll be Juve's free kick there. Oh, man. Omer's on track with his yellow card prediction. There you go. There you go. All right. Ball over with Sandro. Back to Szczesny. Szczesny's going to go to Deschilio. He's got to wait for him. Makes a cut in to his left. Plays it forward. Nice one touch for Rabiot. Just can't save it. He does save it. But he had to extend and play it back to Fiorentina. Ball's going to go back to Terriciano. Play it over for Milenkovic. Milenkovic over to Ranieri, who's going to one-touch it to Amrabat, who's right next to him. Inside Bonaventura. Back to Amrabat, back to Bonaventura. All the way back to Ranieri. Light pressure from Juventus. Not really exerting themselves to get the ball back. Ball over the top from Milenkovic. Finds Kouami. Inside to Icone. Icone over to the left for Biraghi. Very, very isolated. There's Biraghi. Everybody was up forward and slightly to the right. You were expecting a left-footed cross there, but he decides to eat it. Goes back. They're going to start over. Dodo on the right. Inside for Icone. Icone. Weaving. Loses it. Here's Locatelli. Inside for Di Maria. Gets his pass all wrong. Slices that one. However, Juventus is going to get the foul call for Locatelli's work in there, so it's going to be free kick. Icone, the one fouling Locatelli after he had stripped the ball off him. And Di Maria, oh man, swept at that one and just scuffed it. Now, this is one thing for sure. Andrew touching on, we look like we don't know how to press up top. Di Maria, Chiesa sitting in the middle, Dusan on the wing. I'm not sure if it's just basically directions and how much pressure he wants to apply to them or not. But yeah, the press, even in 3-5-2, just in general, it's not usually in sync for us and hasn't been for quite some time. Deschilio trying to pop this thing up over the top. It's headed out, and it's going to be a Juventus throw-in. Yeah, the press has been not in sync for quite some time with Juventus. And we can say, for a large part, non-existent. Here's Locatelli, And he's going to try and switch field over to Kostic, but Dodo comes in, heads it. Fiorentina clears. Bremer involved now with Kouame, and Kouame's touch takes it out for a Juventus throw, and the pressure from Bremer forcing him to make that error. Quick throwing inside. Locatelli's going to play it over to Danilo on the right. He's got a little bit of space to carry forward. He does. Now he plays it over to Chiesa, who's found himself on the right flank. Chiesa looking to take on his man. Gets a little step. Cross to the back for Dusan. It drops. Here's Kostic. Hit stopped. And it's going to be out for a corner kick. Oh man, Vlahovic's challenge actually hit the deck on Chiesa's cross. That looked very strange. I'm not sure why Vlahovic stopped. He just put his thumbs up. He thought that was going to be headed out, and his D-man made a mess of it. Vlahovic would have had a tap in if he just maintained his focus. Oh, he's pissed at himself. You can't do that, Vlahovic. Come on. Play it to the end, man. Play it to the end. Here's a corner kick. Di Maria going in there. Rabiot trying to engage. Here's Danilo. Stops it. Goes to the back for Luca. Has a hit, and it deflects off a Fiorentina player. It will be a corner kick for Juventus. Much better, but yeah, Andrew, I'm with you. My God, Dusan. My God. Focus all the way through, man. He would have had a tapper there. Don't put your thumbs up if you don't know yet. Di Maria on this corner kick was threatening for the short. Gonzalez closed down on Chiesa. Here's Di Maria. It's back over the top. Danilo trying to get there, just can't. And Fiorentina clears it all the way up. But De Sciglio at the back. He pops it all the way back over the top to Di Maria. Keeps it in on the left flank. Trying to cut in a little bit. Plays it inside for Sandro. Back to Di Maria. But Amrabat comes in and sweeps that thing clean. De Sciglio now being forced backwards. But we have a whistle for offside. Oh, man. Oh, my God. Yes, Sandro. Sandro found himself well offside off the original flick on from Di Maria. We have BAT97 saying that was such a nonchalant reaction by a striker. Yeah, I don't know, man. You have got to see that thing through. You just never know. You can't assume that he's going to get that right, even though it's a high percentage. You just can't make that assumption. Bremer being forced to make the cleanup play there as Kouame was running at him, and he does. Playing games now with the ball, holding it up. Fiorentina's going to have this corner kick. It's a guy coming in here. I can't believe he didn't even stick a foot out. It's a frustrating one there, everybody. We got to move past it. But yeah, he's going to want that thing back more than anyone, and he's going to be absolutely furious at himself. He should be. Max Allegri, I would assume, is going to have some words too, but you never know. Here's an in-swinger from Fiorentina. Goes all the way across goal and out the other side for a goal kick. Szczesny retrieves the next ball to come in play. 25 minutes, 45 seconds, everybody. Here's a long ball forward for Lord De Sciglio. He makes his run. Amrabat battling with him. De Sciglio doing well, but sees it out off his foot. No foul on the play. It's going to be Fiorentina throw. Little shoulder in there. Good battling from De Sciglio trying to get a call, but there's nothing there. That's just a good battle between him and Amrabat. He didn't have the wheels. Tried to make up with a shoulder barge there from De Sciglio. It was good battling. Just didn't fall for him. Biraghi on the throw for Fiorentina. Flicked on. And it's cleared all the way back to Szczesny from Sandro. Ooh, on the volley, on the bounce, Szczesny. Putting it forward, De Sciglio trying to engage there. Amrabat now coming in to clean it up. Chiesa putting pressure. Forces Fiorentina to throw the ball forward. Danilo now has a switch field for Kostic. Kostic now has space up the left flank. He continues to move forward. He slowed it down, finding Locatelli inside. Locatelli over to the right for Danilo, who stepped forward. Danilo trying to find De Sciglio. It's cut off. And now we have a run forward from Biraghi. There's space for Fiorentina. Gonzalez running up the middle. Plays it over to his right. Sandro holding off. Rabiot now left-footed shot. It is weak. Easily handled by Szczesny. That was Duncan taking the hit. Here comes Di Maria on the right side. Played inside to him. Nice pass finding Locatelli. Locatelli trying to go back to the right side, but Di Maria I don't think was expecting it. Amrabat always staying ahead of him. Cuts it out. Biraghi now for Fiorentina on the left flank. Back to Ranieri. Little touch for Amrabat. Everything starts with Amrabat. No pressure from Juve. Chiesa, Vlahovic, Di Maria, all on one side. We have got to sort that out. There is no way we are going to pressure them and win ball back when we are all on the exact same side defensively. Dodo finds himself with it on the right flank. He's going to play it back. Milenkovic over to Amrabat. Sorry, that was Ranieri to Amrabat to Milenkovic now. Inside for Duncan. Duncan over to Biraghi. He's engaged with Deschilio's. Played it beyond him. Now Bonaventura trying to turn Danilo. Danilo has it out. It'll be Fiorentina throw deep in Juve's territory. Closing in on 29 minutes, everybody. Bonaventura is going to leave it for Biraghi. Biraghi waiting. Trying to go inside for Duncan. He chests it, but it's going to be cleared out again. Here's Deschilio, and he pumps it, and it goes out of bounds. It'll be another Fiorentina throw. All right. Tight, cagey affair, as I expected. Max Allegri barking orders from the sideline there. Here's Milenkovic. Goes over to the right side for Dodo. One touch in for Amrabat. Amrabat moving forward. Back inside for Amrabat. He's going to play it over. Ranieri stepping forward. Juve dropping off too much here. Duncan out to Biraghi. Tries to go through Deschilio. Challenge in from Danilo as Icone was stepping forward, trying to make that run through. Duncan will go over to the right side for Dodo. Dodo inside. Ball played through for Kouami, but Bremer all over him, forces him to take a bad touch. Here's Kostic now being pressed. He just pumps the ball forward. Vlahovic has way too much space to try and get there to contest Milenkovic, and Fiorentina easily back in possession. Amrabat splits the lines for Dodo. Dodo gets his pass wrong. Here's Deschilio. He's got space up the right. Midfield not present right now as an option for Deschilio. It plays a 1-2 with Chiesa trying to step forward, and he draws a foul and a yellow card on Duncan. Good move there from Deschilio. But yes, there is a gap and a lack of presence in the midfield. It's one of the fears when we play just strictly a two-man base and you want to get that trident up there. We lose a little presence in the midfield there. So ideally, it's up to those players to adjust. If you're on the left side, what they need to do, they're free-flowing. It's way too much free-flowing and interchange between Di Maria and Chiesa, in my personal opinion. Lock them down so when the midfield's coming out of defensive phase and we start to push forward, one of those forwards needs to make up for that, not just immediately get forward, but act as a midfield presence. However, here, in this situation, it was a 1-2 where one of them took up the flank. So still a lot of work to do. This is the first time we've seen the trident too, but it's one thing I'm noticing. Need a little more of the midfield. Here's a Chiesa free kick. Doesn't make it past the first line. He closes it down on the clearance, plays it to Deschilio. Deschilio will go to the left side for Kostic. Kostic is going to cross this one over to the right side, and it's easily cleared. Really poor attempt there. Locatelli engaging at the back. Here comes Chiesa back. Looks like he took a fist to the face. And Gonzalez is getting the call for it. Juve will get the free kick. Yeah. Hand comes up there. Statistics, 48% possession, 52 for Fiorentina. Still 5 total attempts for Juventus, 2 for Fiorentina. 2 big chances for Juve, 2 big chances missed. They were both falling for Kostic. But the big one on the last one is simply Vlahovic not staying focused throughout. Come on. Let's go. Danilo on it now. He's going to the back for Szczesny. Szczesny's going to bomb this one forward. And Dodo cuts it out. Pass. Aaron Di Maria on it now. Di Maria scanning inside for Locatelli. He's got to make a quick decision. Inside for Vlahovic. Goes all the way back to Danilo. Danilo's got Deschilio on the right. He has space. Attack that space. Let's go. Chiesa's up the right flank. Deschilio wants to find Chiesa. Plays it inside as he makes his cut. Chiesa trying to turn his man. Can't. Try to get a foul. Doesn't work out. Bremer comes up. Cleans up the turnaround. Locatelli trying to keep it in. Trying to win at least a throw-in, but it's going to be Fiorentina's throw-in. Deschilio looked caught between two minds. You know, he wanted to give it to Chiesa. Chiesa was stuck on the flank there when Chiesa made his move in. He found him, but yeah, Chiesa tried to turn on two men and ended up losing it. Here's Milenkovic to Dodo. He might go back to Terracciano. No, he's going to play it forward, and there's the pressure from Sandro, and Juve recoups. Here's Rabiot. Bad touch, but he saves it. Here's a cross. Looking Vlahovic's way. Crossed. Deschilio. Making his run in the area. Trying a low cross. It stops. Here's Di Maria. Pops it over to the back. Rabiot. That's behind the line. That's behind the line. Yes. There we go, everybody. Goal, Rabiot. There we go. Rabiot, everybody. 1-0. 1-0. They are going to check this one for offsides. They are going to check this one for offsides, but there you have Adrien Rabiot getting the goal. 1-0. Rabiot header. Let's go. Let's go, everybody. Beautiful, beautiful. Starts with the pressure on the left side, forcing them, winning the ball back. Here's Deschilio with a low hard cross that gets blocked. Di Maria just instantly pops that thing up back post, and Rabiot bangs her home. Terracciano does well to get over there and cover it, but he's beyond the line. I knew immediately it was beyond, and there's Rabiot. That's got to be in. Di Maria on this play, and this is the thing, while we might have some frustrations leading up to this point, that is the magic Di Maria can bring. He had next to little time to get that thing over there. And man, how he instantly pops that thing over the top like that with guys all around him. That's beautiful, all right? Let's put this one up on the board, everybody. We got our 1-0. And we're back in play, everybody. Let's go. Let's go. It's 1-0 Juve. It all started with the pressure up the left flank, winning that ball back. We have to continue to press and control and put them under and ask questions at the back. They will leak goals. Di Maria tries a little flick on it. What did I say about the frustrations? You get frustrations on Di Maria, but every now and then he has these moments that are just game-breaking moments. Dodo on the right side for Fiorentina, inside to Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking Duncan's way, plays it inside, takes a couple touches. He finds Iconi. Iconi over to Baraghi, who's going to have a left-footed cross. That's a good cross. What a block from Locatelli. He lays on the ground and blocks that one, and it goes out of bounds. Iconi essentially hitting it right off Locatelli. We can't fall asleep now that we got the lead. Hell of a cross there. That was a dangerous opportunity as it falls there. Let's go. Come on. Get back on it. Locatelli taking a stab at it from the ground there. We can't fall asleep now with the 1-0 lead. We have to keep it going. We have to keep it rolling. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. We have a player down. Still 53% Fiorentina. 5 total attempts Juve. 2 shots on target. 3 total attempts Fiorentina. 1 shot on target. 3 big chances for Juve. 1 ending up in the back of the net. There we go. There we go. Still waiting. He's going to have to leave the pitch for now. And when we return here, real quickly, with the whistle, it's going to be a corner kick for Fiorentina. And there's the whistle. In-swinger, Biraghi. That's low and easily cleared out by Locatelli. Juventus will try and regain their shape. Chiesa applying pressure. running this down all the way to Chirichano, looking behind him to see where his teammates are. Dusan now coming in on Amrabat. He takes one step clear. Sorry, that's Dodo. Dodo takes one step clear. Tries to play it inside. That is cleaned up by Kostic. Inside to Di Maria. Nice little one touch for Rabiot. Rabiot tries to play that one ahead, but he took too long, and Bonaventura's marking him. Just got a piece. Here's some more pressure up the left side. Kostic battling with Rabiot. Oh, Rabiot's unfortunate to get the call there, in my opinion. Kouame and him were battling there. Didn't think it was foul worthy, but nonetheless, there you go. Closing in on the 38th minute, 1-0 Juventus. Here's Amrabat for Fiorentina. Fiorentina, he's going to play this one forward. Little 1-2 attempted there. There's Bremer right through the back. No call. Kouame looking for it. Bremer giving him the business today. You're in for a long day at the office, Kouame. Danilo takes a while to get that thing cleared. Ends up having it deflect off Fiorentina, but Deschilio doing some good work there. Vlahovic battling hard. Does earn the foul and free kick there. That's a tough day at the office too when you're expected to just be that target hold-up guy. Again, it's just not quite right in the middle. We're having a tough time between playing that two-man pivot, playing Chiesa and Di Maria, and having options in the middle. It's our mids are like one of our mids, Rabiot, is too fast getting forward, but we always do that even when we play three in the middle, and the forwards aren't making up for that. They're getting well beyond very, very quickly. So there's still a lot of work to be done in this setup. Here's Amrabat for Fiorentina. Good pressure. Oh, I think that's a soft call there. Soft call there on Kostic, but foul. Di Maria hammered that ball Tereciano's way. Goes back up. Amrabat quickly plays it in. Fiorentina. Dodo's taken in a central role, which is strange for Fiorentina. Spreading it out, but moving him in centrally. Maybe just because of his speed. And he's got decent technical ability. Trying to get him in. Here's a cross from Fiorentina, but it just goes right behind all our defenders. Out for Deschilio, who just sees it out for a Juve throw. We're going to be at 40 minutes very soon here. Just want to remind everybody, get those likes up. Let's get those likes up. All right? And if you're new to the channel, subscribe, all right? Let's go. Show some love. Show some love. Tomorrow, do not forget, post-match podcast, live 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. Adrien Rabiot. Don't forget, Rabiot was on the 1 minute yellow card, all right? So he's on a card from 1 minute. If you remember earlier in the season, Miretti had a very short leash. Looks like some jawing happening between Ranieri and Vlahovic. Now Biraghi getting in there. And Vlahovic having none of it. Just standing there. Biraghi's real hot. Here comes Chiesa. Ranieri getting in there. Chiesa saying, get out of my face. Amrabat trying to calm everybody down. These guys, man. Dels Biraghi acting like an asshole. Yeah. Love from Denmark. What's up, Denmark? Thank you for joining. Hope you're having a great weekend. 1-0 Juve. Let's go. Ball's back in play. Danilo just waiting. Left-footed pump all the way forward. Here's Vlahovic battling for it. He's got a good spot here. Milenkovic gets a little touch to it, but Vlahovic keeps it in play. Plays it back. Locatelli had no option but to just pop that thing forward. He's trying to get in there, headed again. Deschilio now. He's going to no look. Flip this one over the back. Headed back into play. Pressure from Deschilio. Fiorentina. It's actually out and it'll be Juventus throw-in. Deschilio will get the ball. A little bit of, looking like some youth football out there, just popping that thing back and forth. Bunch of 50-50s in a tight area. Here's Danilo. Ooh, switch and field, and it's well off the mark. Going to be Fiorentina throw-in at about the halfway. 42 minutes. 1-0 Juventus. Amrabat switching it over for Duncan, who's got Biraghi on his left, but he makes a nice pass in for Icone. And then Danilo goes in, cleans it up. I didn't see a touch from Danilo, but it's going to be Fiorentina throw. Icone calling that. Here's Biraghi on it now. Inside for Bonaventura, trying to draw a foul. Nothing there. Ooh, pass in there. Was short. Vlahovic didn't have the steps on Ranieri. Forced to take a foul there. Fiorentina quickly puts that thing in play. Here they come up the left flank. Di Maria doing great work. Here's Locatelli stepping it in for Chiesa. He's got Di Maria on the left. He plays it to him. Kostic on his left. Dusan well up. Chiesa just inside. He makes a run. It slipped through. Oh, Chiesa tried to have it back in for Di Maria. Would have been a lovely play. Oh, would have been a lovely play. What a slipped ball from Di Maria, and Chiesa with a quick left-footed low pass back just too far ahead of Di Maria. Beautiful stuff from Juve. Much, much better. Much, much better. Again, just too few and far between because of the rest. I have no doubts in Chiesa, Dusan, Di Maria, but it has to make sense with the rest of the package. And right now, we're unable to win the ball back as quick as we would like. And finding even balanced pressure on the opponents is not coming. Here's Amrabat stepping forward. He's going to have a right-footed cross looking back post, but it's well over the head of Gonzalez. 44 minutes. Another minute, and then we'll have a little bit of stoppage time. There has been some cards dealt out, okay? So we have Sandro, Rabiot on yellows, and Duncan as well for Fiorentina. Expect probably a couple minutes of added time. There was also an injury stoppage in there, so you might get a little more. Look at Di Maria. Loving that goal celebration from Di Maria there. Again, the magic to quickly have that thing off is unbelievable under that circumstance. A quick pop-up, and it was money. Absolutely money on the head for Rabiot. Vlahovic engaging there with Milenkovic, but Milenkovic wins it, heads it all the way back. Sandro retreating. Oh, takes a bad turn. Kouame right there on him. Tries to flip the ball through Bremer and Sandro, but it's played out. It's going to be corner kick. Sandro has got to just take the easy ball to Tech there, man. Jeez. What are you doing there? Very lucky Kouame does not slip that ball through because Fiorentina had a trailing run wide open. 45, and this is not the time to concede. Here's Amrabat trying to get a cross in. It's blocked by Chiesa. Chiesa now battling with him. There's Luca. He's going to pump it forward. Oh, Di Maria just couldn't settle that. Dodo now heads it forward. Ball's all the way back to Terracciano. We have 2 minutes of stoppage time here. Oh, man. So here's BAT97 saying, if I was Gatti and Alexander's playing in front of me, I would be furious. Yeah, Sandro has been off the mark today. We got to call it for what it is. He's not looked good. Here comes a cross in. It's low. It's for Icone, but he gets it all wrong. Puts that one high. They're starting to make a serious press forward now into stoppage time. We got to go into halftime, but again, in the second half, I want to see Juve try to control more. I don't think we even need a personnel change in order to do it, but we have to make it rigid for Chiesa and Di Maria, or we will always be off balanced in trying to put some pressure. Cleared forward, well over Vlahovic's head. Milenkovic on it, back to Terracciano. We'll go to Dodo on the right. 46 minutes, almost 30 seconds. Dodo cutting in. Plays it inside. Again, all the way over to the left side. It's going to be Ranieri. Back inside for Amrabat. Amrabat scanning. Has time to pick and choose. Side, Bonaventura. Left-footed pass inside. Trying to draw a foul there. There will be no foul. It's actually going to be going Juve's way. Foul on Fiorentina there. Collision there, believe Icone with Chiesa. Danilo was in there too. Might have been Duncan. Halftime. I'm going to shut this down. Halftime, everybody. I think the feed did lag out. So thanks for the heads up. All good. All good. Alexandro, what is Alexandro doing? What is Alexandro doing? Awful finish there. But again, we got a question right off the bat. What's going on with the Ultras? Are they still banned? Yeah, nothing's changed on that front with the Ultras. We were hearing much more about their presence since everything happened with the board and Agnelli and whatnot. They were very, very vocal. There were banners outside stadiums and everything. However, as far as what's happening in the stadium, nothing has changed on that front. So, again, everything's still really up in the air outside of Juventus. The new board, we still don't have a management team. There's still the possibility, depending on what happens with all these investigations and whatnot, that Agnelli might buy back in with a group and take over again. Like, who knows? Who knows? But right now, for the immediate time being, the Ultras are still not in the stadium, all right? We have halftime, B1897. Gatti needs experience. He is way better player than Alexandro and Rugani. And with some more experience, he would be more reliable than Bonucci and Danilo as well. So with Gatti, it's interesting to say that... we were talking when Romeo Agresti was on our show, and we were talking to him, and I was asking him about Gatti and whatnot. I even asked Mirko Di Natale on the live yesterday. Great stuff. Check both out if you didn't see those interviews. But Gatti, he is struggling somewhat and isn't... they still believe in him. Okay, Juve rates him highly still. They like him and everything. There's no issues there. But he hasn't been able to... kind of push for more minutes through training and whatnot, and he is kind of in behind on that pecking order. So he's got a lot of work to do. More minutes and whatnot, sure. I mean, he's still not at the point. Even when I look at his performances so far in the times we have seen him, it's been up and down, and it's been good and bad, but as expected. And I'm still not at a point where I would be concerned by any means. And I do think he should have more minutes. Interesting to see what Max can do in this game. Again, early red card for Adrian Rabiot. He got one in the first minute. Alexandro is also on a yellow card, and this game has been chippy. And not only that, but he's been making some errors, and they've got pace on him. He is more risky to me being on a yellow than Adrian Rabiot. However, I would have no fear inserting Fagioli into this game for Adrian Rabiot. You can probably start the second half with him. Sandro is a little bit risky, especially towards the end then when Fiorentina starts to put the pressure. If Fiorentina wants to attack us at that side, that could be an issue. So that could be an issue if they want to attack us on that side. Something to look ahead to in the second half. Di Maria and Chiesa. Di Maria obviously up and down in that half, but then on the goal that you see from Rabiot, fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff. The ability to just recognize where the attack needs to go and pop that ball pinpoint that quickly with the pressure around him in the area. That's the magic that is Angel Di Maria. All right. Chiesa, I thought, again, this is the first time we've seen this setup, and you can definitely tell, right? But there are sequences there that show you why you need to go with this a little bit more, and you need to work it through. We go through the highlights of this first half. 2 Kostic opportunities that should have probably, one for sure, the first one should have ended up in the back of the net. Kostic is going to be very upset with him. I can't get over Dusan Vlahovic quitting on that cross from Chiesa. Kostic still forces a stop from Terriciano on the back end, but Vlahovic expecting that to be just cleared out by Milenkovic, he would have had that tapper. So you look at all these other opportunities, Juve could easily be 2-0 up. And I believe we should be at the minimum 2-0 up, okay? If we talk about the whole half overall, again, This is a Fiorentina that knows themselves, that's set up. They're just have a couple of absentees, but for the most part, this is them. And for a first run out in a 3-4-3, it's not bad whatsoever. There are obvious scenarios where we are lacking a midfield presence. And again, that plays in part with our midfielders and our forwards and the works that they have to do. And right now, there's a lot of freedom up top, and it can create other issues. But right now, good showing. That's a good first half showing for Juventus. Again, we need to start getting goals, okay? If we're going to always focus on keeping them out at the backside, it's still going to struggle for us because we're not banging in goals. It's 1-0 right now. We should be 2-0 up. Let's see what happens in the second half. Carry things forward. But I do look forward to seeing Sule enter this match. And the 3-4-3 plays itself out for this. I'm going to keep tabs on if Max is going to switch out of this 3-4-3 when he asks for those substitutions, because I personally wouldn't. And DeCilio, for me, I would probably look to get Quadrado in there at some point if he can, because DeCilio is not helping the fact that when we go from defense to transition offensively, it's a little bit of a struggle there. But we look at this, Fiorentina essentially did not create a whole ton. We're going to get into possession, 55% possession for Fiorentina, 45 for Juve. 5 total shots, Juventus, 4 for Fiorentina. 2 on target for Juve, 1 for Fiorentina. 0 big chances created for Fiorentina, 3 for Juve, 2 big ones missed. But we found the goal through Adrien Rabiot. We're going to get to any comments, questions you guys have right now in the chat, and we're going to see what's going on. Let's talk about this. So, can we dive into the press issue? Clearly, Max is instructing them to apply light pressure, but if not strong press, why do we still have no outlets? So, yeah, again, I think a lot of it comes down to the fact this is the first time we're seeing this. Again, the reason why I can't really fathom why we wouldn't have tried against Salernitana. I have 2 matches with this setup going into that Europa League match on Thursday. But yeah, it's a matter of getting them all on the same page and working it. I didn't expect it to be in line, but the truth of the matter is, I do think this is instruction, because even in our previous setup, we were seeing the same thing, light pressure and whatnot. Against Salernitana, it was a different approach. And this is what I said about this Juve side. I said today on the Matchday Live, and I've been saying this vocally for quite some time, we cannot be afraid to play all of our opposition in the same manner. You have got to get after it, especially for a team that does not score a lot of goals. Okay, because this team, we need to build up a confidence of going out there and knowing that we can score goals. Because if you don't have that, every time you're going to fall behind, because there are going to be games where you fall behind, you are going to have doubt. So we need these guys. And playing this Trident, you got to do it. If the press is a little hurting to start, you just got to deal with it. But they do have to find that balance and achieve that balance in play. But for me, yeah, I think it does come down to instruction and approach. I think they're being a little too respectful of opponents, if I'm being quite honest. That's just how I feel. We'll get to some more chat comments here. You got Jeremiah saying, without Fagioli, the team looks very ordinary, especially in midfield. Only Di Maria and Rabiot are playing well. 3 goals away from my Rabiot kick. Come on, Rabiot. Listen, Fagioli getting in here again, I will say you will see the same style, which is everybody outside of Locatelli bombing forward too early. The problem then becomes when your outsides get the ball, there is no central option, because you have Locatelli dropping down just ahead of your defenders, and then you have everyone else forward pushing that back line. It's a massive, massive gap there. Fagioli just helps in terms of quality, technical ability, and ball retentiveness, but you'll still see that they need to sort it out. That needs to come from the forwards, because they're playing 2 ahead of your 2 pivots in Chiesa and Di Maria. They need more rigidity and to stop flowing all over the place and make up for that gap in the middle. Again, something that could come over time. Whether the direction will be there or not, let's see. Deepak saying, boring game to watch, but Dell's boring game to watch, but we're winning, so I guess that's all that matters. There you go. Deepak saying, Rugani in, Danilo left back, DeCilio right back. Huh. All right. Not so sure. Shatterstar, we need wing backs. Yes. Actually, Kostic has been doing a good job today, I think. Kostic has been doing a good job. Rabiot had a good half. Started off shaky with the yellow card there, but he had a good half. Di Maria's been up and down, but he's overall been pretty strong that half. We need to get Federico Chiesa a little more involved. Not enough there, okay? Not enough there. So we need him more involved, get him going. Vlahovic, same thing. Need to get him going. But man, that ball from Chiesa, that was a great opportunity for him. Like I said, we got to get him more involved. Did everything right, and Vlahovic gave up on that ball too soon. Props to Kostic, though, on the follow-up. Kostic should have buried that first one, okay? But it's all good. We'll see if we can get some changes here. Overall, for what he paid, Kostic is delivering the goods. Quietly, one of the best value signings. Actually, you know what? He's up there. Milik was up there too for those guys that weren't the big names that have had impacts. Kostic has been playing a ton too, so it's good. Paredes warming up, and hopefully that's where it ends there for him. But we will see. And yes, probably coming through with some bias there, but no, this is not the game or the time to play Paredes. Not for me. Now, maybe Alexandro will be replaced by Illing Jr. I would not bank on that going down in this game. No, I think if it came down to it and we get Sandro out, it'll be probably Danilo moving to that side and one of Gatti or Rugani coming into this game. And if I had to guess, you'd probably see Rugani. And then DeCilio will stay as he is, or Cuadrado could enter, whatnot. But that's what my guess would be. All right. Going to remind everybody while you guys are here, hit that like button. All right. If you're new to the channel, smash that subscribe button. All right. We're getting ready for the second half. Let's go. Jeremiah, what's he got? Dushan doesn't look focused enough for this game. X-Team Blues, perhaps. Chiesa needs to link up better up front. Our build-up play needs to be better. Well, that's just it. In terms of the build-up, it's got to be better for sure. But again, first time out in this setup, was it that bad overall? I don't think so. I think we have a lot more to gain just from ramping up the pressure. Think back to a few opportunities in there. Pressure winning the ball. Di Maria getting on it. Slipping it through for Chiesa. Chiesa almost hitting Di Maria right back on the give and go. These guys just need more opportunities. We're not getting the ball back quickly enough or enough in general to get these guys in those scenarios more often, more frequently. We need to continue to hurt their defense and continue to get back onto it. So it's fine. It just, again, it all comes down to the pressure. It all comes down to the pressure in the press. That's essentially what it is. So, again, overall, good half of football for Juve. Can we take it to the next level? Absolutely. Stop showing teams so much respect. Dial up the pressure second half here, and let's get the next goal, okay? Let's get the next goal, take that 2-0 lead, then maybe we could see some changes, all right? But overall, I'm fine with that first half, okay? 1-0 lead, and again, should have had minimum one more goal. And I will say this, for our frustrations in our play and everything like that in the first half, some of the frustrations that are there, they finished with 0 big chances in the first half and only one attempt that actually went on target. That was a weak attempt from probably about 30 yards out. So for all of everything and it being a first thing, I think that's a good first half of football because we should be at least 2-0 up and they've had only one attempt actually on target and 0 big chances. So again, for some of the things that frustrate us, Still a good showing in the first time out in this setup. So let's go. We're getting ready for the second half to kick off, everybody. Let's go. Kick the second half off with the likes and the subscribes, okay? Ref's getting ready to blow the whistle. He will. I'm going to wait for the clock to catch up to 47:15 before getting this ticker going again. Here we go. Dodo's on the ball for Fiorentina. He's going to drop it back for Milenkovic. Milenkovic has Ranieri all the way to his left side. Going to hit him with it. He's going to look. Long ball for Danilo. Easily cleared forward. De Sciglio stepping into it. Headed out by Amrabat. Rabiot engaging. De Sciglio trying to find Vlahovic. Trying to find him again. Little one touch in for Rabiot. Earns a foul. Free kick for Juventus. Bonaventura getting the foul there. 30 seconds in. Locatelli will step to it. Over to Danilo. Danilo. Back to Bremer, back to Danilo. Danilo playing it forward here. Quick one touch in for Locatelli. Tries to go up over the top. Finding Vlahovic. It's a touch past Milenkovic. Milenkovic clears it out for Juventus throw in. Almost got that touch right where Vlahovic wanted to take Milenkovic on. Oh, here's a little 1-2 in the back. Oh, challenge. Ends up hitting Chiesa's shin and then off him. Out for Fiorentina goal kick. Quick little 1-2. He was almost free and clear. One more minute and I'll be able to get this ticker going again and we'll be caught up. Here's Tericiano inside for Bonaventura. Bonaventura for Milenkovic gets that clearance all wrong and Dodo being put under by Kostic. Rabiot now engaging. Heads it back. Sandro out of position. Kouami gets it closed down by Luca. Ooh. Luca looked like he might have been trying to go a little too far up ahead. Had Di Maria ahead of him. But blows that pass by him. Biraghi inside for Amrabat. Amrabat has Chiesa and Di Maria. This is what I'm talking about defensively. We are overloading one side. Di Maria and Chiesa constantly taking up the right side. And here's Fiorentina with space to move up the opposite side. Here comes Gonzalez. Gonzalez moving up Fiorentina's right side. Cuts it back into his left foot. Might be a foul there. No foul. Kostic winning it back. There was a grab there from him, but no foul. Cuts out to the left. Trying to find Vlahovic, but Vlahovic just can't seem to get on the same page here. Oh, got to get the ticker going. 2 seconds behind. Here's a foul on Di Maria from Bonaventura. You see Kostic doing the work there in possession. That's going to be a yellow card as well for that challenge on on Di Maria from Bonaventura. So now they have Duncan and Bonaventura on yellow cards. Juve has Rabiot and Sandro on yellows. Again, they just need to get on the same page. And Kostic, they're doing all the work in possession to keep it there and then try to move forward. Wow. Gotta say thank you. Big thank you here, Shatterstar, for the play-by-play. Better than the English announcers. I'd hire you to do it professionally. Hey, that is a massive compliment. Thank you so much. All right. Appreciate it. I'm just glad all of you enjoy these watch-alongs. I love doing them. So comments like that are just amazing. And all we ask is, please, if you guys want to clip some of it, share it, whatever, and help spread the word, we appreciate everything. Thank you so much. All right. We got a question coming in here while we wait for this game to get back on. Would you rather have Pogba fully fit for an entire season or Savic on $1 million lower wage? Ooh. I'd rather... Me, just personally, Pogba fully fit. Pogba fully fit. And no more voodoo from Jerry Nasty. Love it. Ball's back at play. Up ahead for Rabiot. Does well, plays it to Kostic. Nice touch back. Amrabat trying to find Di Maria inside, but just too far ahead. Duncan trying to go over the top. Kouami finds room behind Bremer. Bremer closing him down in the corner. Kouami now looking for the cross. Plays it up ahead. Oh, just too far ahead for Gonzalez. Back post, Biraghi. Crossing it back in. Bonaventura going up. Kostic now will clear it. Di Maria can't get to it. Amrabat on it now. Fiorentina trying to put the screws to Juve here. Here's Dodo playing it. Oh, Kouami has a hit. Oh, curling towards that far post. And Biraghi can't even get to it on the backside. It's going to be Juventus throw. So Fiorentina trying to throw something back at Juve there. Finding a little space behind. They're starting to put some pressure. Not sure how we were found so loose on that left side there, but the left side continues to be a little bit of suspect. Here's Amrabat doing well to keep possession, finding Dodo. Dodo's going to play it ahead to Gonzalez, and he's going to overlap him. Sandro just gets enough on that slide to stop the pass for Kwame. It looks like Sandro has been moved inside now, centrally. Bremer going out to the left, but they'll probably interchange again. Not so sure I would want Sandro being at the heart of that back line. Yeah. And if that's just me, hey, that's just me, but I wouldn't do it, okay? Here we have, well, great cross there. Gonzalez just couldn't get to it. Man, they can do that. Fiorentina can do that. They can do that quickly and turn things around like that. Here's a quick 1-2, trying to find Kostic on the left, but it's cut out by Dodo. Pass was a little bit too weak. Here's Gonzalez. Rabiot and Sandro trying to shut that down. Pass inside goes off Kostic. Locatelli flips it forward for Vlahovic. He's got Amrabat all over him. Milenkovic all over him. Can't keep possession. Here's Kostic. He just turns and flips it forward. Milenkovic heads it on. Here's Locatelli battling with Duncan now. Plays it over to Sandro. Sandro slips it through for Chiesa. Trying to turn it quick. He earns a foul, but you can't do that. You got to recognize all the pressure that's around you. Have that ball quick. Here's a quick play in. Di Maria running up. Makes a cut. Plays it out for right first. Oh, De Sciglio's cross is blocked and out for a corner. Oh, man. I like that from Juve, though. Playing that ball in quick, recognizing Fiorentina being well off balance. And De Sciglio's cross hits that first. Man, that's okay. That would have been a hell of a cross to try and attempt. Vlahovic was at back post. He had 2 defenders minimum in between them. Always going to be tough. Always going to be tough. Here's Di Maria on the corner kick. Come on, Juve. Let's get to this. Let's get this second goal. Here's a cross in off the corner. Heading back post. Oh, goes by everybody. And here's Icone trying to turn it for Fiorentina. Running at Juve's defense, but Bremer coming back quickly. Forcing him to stop. Forcing him to take a bad touch. Here's Bremer up the right flank. He's slowing things down. Look at the poise. Love it. Ball back for Rabiot now. Locatelli saying to calm things down, slow everything down. Inside for Sandro. Back over to Locatelli. He's scanning. He's got his arms up saying, where is the movement, everybody? Let's go. Very, very flat, very stagnant from Juve. Here's Bremer on it on the right side. He takes a couple touches forward, slows it down again, and then gets the pass all wrong to De Sciglio, who's right next to him. Again, way too flat, way too stagnant. I thought Locatelli should have switched it all the way to Kostic on the left side. He had that available to him. Here comes Amrabat. Everything through Amrabat. As you know, here's Dodo now on the right side. Coming inside, Duncan. He's going to go over to the left side. Bonaventura has some space to move forward. He does. Over to Icone. Inside for Biraghi. Biraghi has a bad touch. Takes it out. Looks like it went out for a throw-in. No call here. Here's Icone with a high cross. And Szczesny battling with Gonzalez there. But he gets to it. Now, I think we had a question here. Maybe a stupid question, but do you think both Zakaria and McKennie return next season? So, interesting enough, again, from the live with Mirko Di Natale yesterday, Zakaria and McKennie both not in Juve's plans moving forward, so even if they come back, they should be moved. It is reported that Leeds like Weston McKennie, and regardless of Marsh being fired there, they will try to redeem him. What it all stems on is whether or not they get relegated or not. But Zakaria, not in Juve's plans, according to Mirko Di Natale. Of course, everything could change. And again, a lot of uncertainty around Juve. But right now, as it stands, neither in the plans, okay? Ball forward. Sandro easily headed down for Danilo. Danilo over to the right side with De Sciglio. De Sciglio back to Danilo. Plays it inside for Rabiot. Rabiot moving inside. Over to De Sciglio's running out of space. Gets it all wrong as Amrabat was closing down quickly. Again, we've slowed things down far too much. Here's a challenge. Hard challenge in from Danilo. It's going to be a free kick for Fiorentina. Game slowed down way too much for Juve. We need to pick things up again and get at them. Let's see if we can do it here. Quick ball played in. Vlahovic back to Kostic. Kostic inside for Di Maria. There are players moving forward. Di Maria right across the middle, scanning, trying to get that pass threaded through, but it's deflected. It's going to go out. It's going to be a Juventus throw deep in Fiorentina's territory as Fagioli, warming up on the sideline, hands the ball in for Kostic. We should see Fagioli very soon. By the way, if you're playing FIFA, great Future Stars card out there with Fagioli, 88 rank. Pick that baby up. Used it all weekend in Weekend League. Great stuff. Okay? And if you play FIFA and you want to join our pro clubs, hey, all you got to do is add me, okay? AJC Berto on PS5. Add me. We'll get you set up in our pro clubs team, okay? Or DM us on Twitter, whatever. We will make sure we get you in. And let's see if we could take the AJC army to the top rank in FIFA pro clubs, all right? Now, Locatelli's saying, it's a shame I rate Zach. I feel the same. I feel like he didn't get a fair shot, and I think that's a massive understatement. But there are some fans out there that feel that Zakaria could not make an impact for Juve and that his time with us was bad. I just think it was very, very short, and we saw the strong play, and we did see some weak play. But again, it was during a period where a lot of our players were struggling and having poor performances. So, is what it is. Dediciano plays it over to the right side for Dodo. He's going to move the ball forward, quickly close down on Benaventura was Kostic. Dodo still working 1-2s. Foul there, though, up ahead on Gonzalez as he was coming back. That one on Rabiot. Keep in mind, Rabiot on a yellow card. Sandro on a yellow card. Still no changes. Probably be minimum 60-minute mark before we see a change. Maybe even 65 from Max. Here's Amrabat. He's going to go all the way over to the left side. We have Biraghi. He's going to move this thing forward, but easily shut down. Ooh, slide tackle in, and again, guys too far forward. Here's Duncan for Fiorentina trying to turn it around for them. Bonaventura. He's scanning. Locatelli just watching him. Here's a left-footed cross trying to go in. It's blocked by Locatelli. Szczesny doing his best to try and hang on to that thing, keep it out from a corner, but he cannot do so. Ball across the line. It's going to be corner kick for Fiorentina. All right. 57 minutes. Let's get this thing cleared up. Let's pick up the intensity back and get back in there. Cross in. Headed out by Bremer. Juve will take their shape again. Dodo at the back to slow things down. Playing it into Bonaventura on the right. Kostic. Ooh, that pass gets in for Dodo. Here's a cross. Back post. Engaging was De Chilio. Heads it out. Quickly back into the mixer. Headed out by Juve again. Bonaventura on it still. Trying to line up his left foot. There's a block from Luca. Di Maria over the top looking for Vlahovic. Oh, he just couldn't flip that ball by Duncan. That would have been something. That would have been demoralizing to Fiorentina if we could have flipped that over Duncan and been all in alone on Terriciano after they were trying to apply some pressure. Juventus will have throw-in just close to half there. Locatelli, I thought that they did add cross-platform this year. Did they not? I'm pretty sure they did. Oh, that's a shame if not, but... Here's Milenkovic playing it up for Bonaventura. Juventus again. The pressure, if we thought was fairly soft in the first half, it's dropped off completely. Here's Kostic quickly eating that pass up, playing it up for Di Maria. He's got two men all over him. He's got Bonaventura he's battling with. Amrabat. There's a shove from Amrabat inside. Great ball inside for Locatelli, finding Kostic. He's off. Slips it through for Vlahovic. Vlahovic touches it! Yes! There you go. There you go. And Vlahovic with the respect Selly to his ex-side. There you go. Beautiful ball from Locatelli. The battling on the flank between Di Maria and then Locatelli coming in. They had Amrabat all over them. Bonaventura was in there. And then Locatelli sees a beautiful run there from Kostic to help. And then Kostic moves up forward, waits for the right timing. Vlahovic makes that run. And he's in 1v1 on Terriciano, and Terriciano had a hell of a time trying to do anything there. And lovely touch, chip, rolls it in the back post, and the respect Selly for the X side. Vlahovic, there's the goal. I called 2-1 for Juventus. We are at 2-0, and we might not concede, so maybe Omer on his 2-0 prediction is correct. I did call a Vlahovic goal. I called Di Maria for the other, but hey, ultimately, I don't care about getting the predictions right. We just need Juve winning, all right? Let's go, everybody. Let's go. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Let's get these reactions in here. Up to Serbia. Andrew, fuck yeah, let's go. Let's go. What a play. One more for the brace. Let's go. Clean finish. Made up for that nonsense from the first half. That he did. Forza Juve. Oh, no. Offside. No. I could have sworn Milenkovic was keeping him onside. I could have sworn Milenkovic was keeping him well onside. I gotta see that again. I could have sworn Milenkovic was keeping him well in. And why is the feed not shown me? Oh my God, I gotta see that again. I swear Milenkovic was well back. Oh my God, I gotta see that one again. So we are back at 1-0. Here's a long distance strike. Well over. Szczesny just keeping it honest there from Kwame. I gotta see this thing again. They still have yet to show us a feed. Well, I haven't anyways on this feed. But, like, what is going on here? Get your coverage intact here. Milenkovic was so far back and walking. I just can't. I don't believe it. By his nose? Like, what? Oh, Chiesa. Lovely touch and turn there in the middle. Over to De Sciglio. Back to Danilo. Over to Sandro. Sandro's got Kostic. He's going to play it in for Kostic. Make a move forward. Back in for Sandro. But he's suicide there from Kostic's pass. Bremer comes in to clean it up. Over to Sandro. Back to Bremer. Everybody's bunched up on this side. Switch it out. Go back to Tech if you have to. They go inside to Luca. Luca trying to play forward for Vlahovic. He's got pressure all over him. He'll pass in from Dodo, but cleared out. Can we get a replay, please? No. Okay. Milenkovic. Inside for Bonaventura. Castrovilli, who's come in. And he's taken out. No call. Amrabat comes in, cleans things up. Amrabat's so physical, man. He's a good midfielder. He's a really good midfielder. As that holding type, very good. Here's Dodo. Bonaventura. Inside for Amrabat. Amrabat. Nice ball out to the side for Gonzalez. Inside for Dodo. Dodo's got time to turn. Oh, almost gave them the cross. Here's back to Ventura. There's the cross, and it's going back. Di Maria will see it out for a goal kick for Juve. This would have to be the time to show me the VAR, guys. Come on. What are we doing here? Here it is. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are they serious? Wow. 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 So they're talking about this section of the arm right here, and then of course the head, but I'm sorry, like, yeah, I mean, by rule, yes, offside, but holy Christ. This is an interesting topic of discussion. We're definitely going to get into the podcast tomorrow because this offside and this VAR has just been highlighted for a while. We're definitely going to dive into this, okay? And people talking about you need to change and all this. We're definitely going to dive into it because it's a long topic. We can't tackle it here during a watch-along. But by rule, it's offside. His head and that bit of the arm at the top of the arm is offside. But when you flip it to the straight down the line view, it looks pretty chintzy, but it is offside. Inch or a mile, offside is offside. But my God, that was barely. God, that's frustrating. Now, let's get to Shatter Story saying, so here's my point. If they want to use a level of precision, then they need to change the rule to leave some margin for offsides. Well, the big thing is the gray area that you open up in trying to do that, right? At least here, you know that it's distinct. It is, in fact, if any part of your body that can score is beyond, like, it's clear. If all of a sudden you try to alter it, then you could potentially be leaving it up to some decisions and judging, which is what you're trying to get out of in the first place. It is very, very difficult, but it is something we will definitely talk about tomorrow on the podcast, and we'll dive deep into it. For now, we're 65 minutes in, still 1-0 Juventus, and Vlahovic has been subbed off. Moise Kean has entered the game. Locatelli on this free kick for Juventus. Plays it for Danilo, back to Locatelli, then Danilo going over the top. It's going down towards the byline, and they will just see it out for a Fiorentina goal kick. Nobody's really quite sure why they have taken Dusan off, but hey, could be a number of things. Maybe protection in terms of him getting back and whatnot. Moise Kean's been good. He's getting an opportunity. Puts it right off of Dedicciano off the giveaway. Oh my God. Minutes after getting into this one, Kean could have just absolutely buried. Chiesa has his hands up as he maybe wanted that thing dropped off to him. But man, that just... Kean gets it through his arms, but just hits the shoulder. Woo! Come on. Here's Di Maria on the corner kick for Juve. Let's go. Going back post. Locatelli keeping it in the mixer. Oh, Kean had a chance to turn and hit that. Missed it. Kean. Holy smokes. At this rate, in the next 22 minutes, he's going to have about 50 opportunities. Let's go. Jeez. Here's Sandro moving forward inside for Rabiot. Rabiot over to Di Maria on the left flank. Holds things up. Scanning. Goes back for Rabiot. Rabiot inside for Sandro. They're so tight and bunched up here. Switch it around. Let's go. Danilo now. And he pops it back over the top. But Di Maria was offside. Kostic was offside. There's some pressure coming in here from Rabiot on Dodo, which is great stuff from him. Put him under. Milenkovic now popping it forward. Kept in by Juventus. Di Maria doing well. Here's Kostic, and he can cut inside. He's starting to turn it to him. Oh, tries to flip one in there, but just couldn't get it in. Chiesa was making the run there. Good stuff, though. 68 minute. Here comes Biraghi on the left for Fiorentina. It's going to go all the way over to the right, looking for Bonaventura. Here's Sandro heading it out. Easily handled by Kostic. Kostic is slowing it down. Goes back to Sandro. Sandro will go back to Szczesny. Szczesny taking his time. Now pumps it all the way forward. Looking Moise Kean's way. Oh, Kean, decent touch. But then on the follow-up, Ranieri just gets enough of it. Man, Kean. Looking on it right now. Jesus. At least as far as getting involved immediately. But man, he could be on a goal already. Let's go. Come on, let's seal this thing, Juve. Come on. Fiorentina in possession. Biraghi inside. Here's Castrovilli. Back. Ranieri inside for Amrabat. Amrabat inside for Dodo. Plays it over. Milenkovic taking his time. Up to Bonaventura. Back inside. Milenkovic. Back to Bonaventura. Bonaventura coming inside. He's got Dodo inside. Plays it to him, but the pressure forces him back. Here's Amrabat over to Biraghi. Biraghi about 35 yards out, playing it over to the side. Guami's dropped. Castrovilli inside. Oh, here's a pop ball over the top, but easily goes to Szczesny. Dells with an interesting statement here. Under Allegri, I think Chiesa is more effective as an impact sub. Interesting. To be honest, if you take away the involvement of Chiesa, the direct involvement on the ball and whatnot today, he's still, like, if you're watching his run, he's making great runs and he's opening up avenues for other players. So he's still very much helping. And again, we need to start scoring goals. Nice turn from Chiesa. Has a hit just wide there. Speak of the devil, and he appears. Federico Chiesa, nice, lovely turn at the top of the area there. Just couldn't get that hit quite right. Looking short side, and he rolls it wide. Yeah, I don't know. For a team that needs to score goals, I don't mind emptying the clip, so to speak. And also because, like I said, I think Sule and Illing Jr. are very capable to come in and have impacts and help this team. So, again, the 3-4-3, it opens it up for these guys to get more involved. So, I have no problems with it. Lovely little 1-2-3 trying to work there from Locatelli, Keane, and Chiesa, but cut out. Fiorentina trying to go route one again. Cut out by Danilo, back to Szczesny. Szczesny's going to bomb this forward with his left foot. We're at 71 minutes, everybody. Bremer heads it down. Locatelli flips it forward quickly. Milenkovic heads it all the way back in. Rabiot heads it. Stops at Bonaventura. Plays it back for Dodo. Dodo inside. Gonzalez, now to Castrovilli. Castrovilli over to the left for Biraghi. It's way too far ahead of him. Thank you very much. Juventus throw in. Let's go. Let's go. Everybody, let's get those likes up. Come on while you're in here. And subscribe, of course. We're 1-0 up. Thought we had a second. Should have had a second in the first half as well. But let's go. I feel the second goal coming. Juve will score 2. Let's go. Let's go. Who's it going to be? When's it coming? Come on. Bonaventura now being closed down. Di Maria in there. Kostic in there. Amrabat finds Ranieri on the left. He's got time and space to step forward. Locatelli now closed on Biraghi. Here's the cross in. Bremer heads it. It stops forward. Bike attempt. Headed out. Cleared out. Di Maria up top for Keane. Trying to battle. Trying to earn a foul. Doesn't get anything. Here's Biraghi on it again for Fiorentina. Keane is down. Here's a cross in. And Sandro clears. And now Di Maria settles it. Oh man, Amrabat closes it down immediately. Has a hit straight at Tech. And Tech quickly throws it out to his player. We have Di Maria down and Kostic is just running at Dodo. Plays it inside. Trying to flip it back for Kostic. Kostic 1v1 with Dodo. Tries to cut in. Oh, touch too far ahead. Di Maria has gotten up. He's back up. He will probably see a sub very quick here. He's already looking to the sideline too. Amrabat plays it up forward. Here's Castrovilli now. Castrovilli moving forward. Biraghi on it. Back to Amrabat. Amrabat tries to play it inside. That looked like a handball off the bounce. No call. Juve just clears it. Goes as far as Milenkovic. Right back into Dodo on the right flank. Low pressure. Here's a cross coming in and Bremer gets to it. Heads it up. Sandro now heads it out clear. Again, will only make it to Bonaventura. Stopped. Fiorentina back in possession. Here's Amrabat over to the left for Biraghi. Biraghi plays it in for Kouami. Kouami trying to step it out. Right-footed cross. Headed out by Rabiot. Keane settling it. Left-footed cross. Just clearing it, basically. 74 minutes. Juve clamping things down at the back. You have Paredes talking to Landucci now on the sideline. Fagioli standing next to him. We will probably see a couple changes here. Milenkovic. He's in here. I will be 100% honest here, Juventini. I do not like Paredes coming into a 1-0 game. I don't like it. Especially if we're thinking of taking Locatelli out. Here's a cross in for Biraghi. Oh, it stops there. Almost deflected in by Jovic. Holy. The original header falls to Jovic and he just couldn't direct it on goal. He was about 7 yards out there. Woo! Come on, Juve. Stop clamping down back there. Can't drop off completely. Let's get some game breakers in there. Fagioli's coming in there. I'd like to see Illing Jr. to push back, to be honest. So here comes Fagioli. What did I say when you start looking at the subs? Keep in mind if he's going to start changing the setup. Di Maria's coming out. Fagioli's coming on. That's probably the end of your 3-4-3. All right. We'll go back with the 3 midfielders in there. 3-5-1-1. Here comes Szczesny. So they end up calling it on offside, which was good after that warning shot. Headed out by Milenkovic. He's starting to just be this aerial dominance towards the second half here. Oh, Castrovilli, and he earns the foul at the top of the air. No. Tried to earn it. Doesn't get it. Wow. Sketchy play there as he had the steps on Danilo. Yeah, Danilo just let up there. Woo. And yes, Jovic was offside there. And now B18, I say, actually, I cannot expect more from these players. Half of our team would be a sub in normal circumstances. Whoa. Getting hard on the old boys, but yeah, you know what? We need to put teams away. And the pressure, again, I can't help but feel it's directed. This lack of pressure, playing way too light. You got to get after it, boys. Come on. Here's a ball forward from Dodo for Gonzalez. He does keep it in. Kostic battling with him. Just keeps it in play to stop it from going out for a corner kick. Slowly carrying up the byline, looking for an option. Plays it to Sandro, who has Danilo on the right. Danilo is going to play it over to De Sciglio. Fagioli, again, abandoning the middle, playing it forward, trying to hit Keane. And then that overlapping run by the midfielder, but I don't know. We just don't know how to build up together. We just don't know how to build up together as a unit. It's way too predictable. Way too predictable. Again, Danilo at the back, over for Bremer. Sorry, this is Sandro right now. Bremer was well forward. Szczesny playing over to Sandro on the left now. Sandro has a lot of space. It's a lot of real estate in front of him. Plays it back for Bremer. Bremer has Fagioli. And Fagioli's got space to carry forward. Plays it over to the right for De Sciglio. De Sciglio's got Biraghi ahead of him. Tries to have a cross in their back post, but it's too deep, and it's going to be a goal kick. Dedicano retrieving the ball here. Allegri shouting orders from the side here. We're almost at 78 minutes, everybody. 1-0 Juve here. Amrabat over to Bonaventura. Like I said, I expected the midfield to be maybe not so controlled by Fiorentina like this game. But again, it hasn't amounted to much for Fiorentina, but I still don't like it. Okay? That's just me being honest. I still don't like it. We need to get after it. We need to get after these games. Here's Gonzalez. Has time to run in direct orders. Here's Ranieri back out to the right for Dodo, occupying the space that Gonzalez just left. Back for Bonaventura. Bonaventura back for Milenkovic. Closed down by Rabiot. Forcing him backwards, goes all the way back to Ranieri. Light pressure from Keane. One pass beats him to Gonzalez. Gonzalez now in the center, trying to play 1-2 with Jovic. Cut out. Rabiot doing well. Here's Fagioli's got 0 options right now. And had 3 guys around him. 0 options. And then late De Sciglio forced to take a foul. 0 options there. There is a lack of willingness to get forward quickly for Juventus. They're in protection mode right now. In protection mode. De Sciglio playing 90 minutes. 2023, everybody. We're 2023. De Sciglio about to drop a 90. Yeah, Bikram G. But hey, we can at least say that the players are running, not like against Monza. What a nightmare that was. Exactly. I mean, for me, at least the effort and the work rate's got to be there, which I can honestly say I don't have an issue with in this one. Saponara coming in for Bonaventura for Fiorentina. We're at the 80-minute mark, okay? Italiano yelling his orders, barking orders from the sideline there. It's a free kick. They take it short. Amrabat going all the way back post. Milenkovic gets up to it on a free header, but can only have it go off his head wrongly and out for a goal kick. 80 minutes. Fiorentina continue to try and put wave after wave at Juve. Juve still, like I said, holding things down. Let's give you some stat updates. 56% possession for Juve, 44 for Fiorentina, 44 for Juve. 7 total attempts for Juve, 10 for Fiorentina. 3 on target for Juve, 2 for Fiorentina. Big chances, 0 still for Fiorentina. All right. 4 big chances for Juve, still only 1 goal. Rabiot working hard on the side, but just couldn't get it past Castrovilli. And he's back on it. Ranieri scanning. We'll find Amrabat over on the right. He's scanning. Inside Kouami. Back to Amrabat. Fiorentina allowed to come so far forward and scan. Here's a cross going back post. Jovic heads it. And it curls wide of Szczesny's goal. Asking questions there. Again, this drop-off, everybody. Man. Closing in on 82 minutes. This is going to be a grind out of here. We're going for the classic 1-0, everybody. Going for the classic 1-0. Going for the classic 1-0. Szczesny on this goal kick. But Chiesa's going to sub. Leandro Paredes coming in for Chiesa. Now you'll have Fagioli, Luca, Paredes, Rabiot. Just stacking the back there. If we're going to end up needing, and hey, God forbid, but if you're going to need to ramp things up and dial it up and get after one, should they equalize? This lineup ain't it. This is a lockdown lineup. 100%. 100% clamping it down now for the last 8 minutes before stoppage. Saponara on it for Fiorentina. Into Amrabat. Inside Castrovilli. Closed down and then has to take the foul there. Yeah. Don't complain, kid. Yeah. Don't go away mad. Just go away. Okay? Foul. I want my stickers for calling the scoreline in live, Al. You know what? I happen to have a couple, buddy. All right? You reach out to me on Twitter, Instagram, or something. I'll send you out some stickers, okay? Got the sweet Pinturicchio ones too, so I tell you what. And you still have about 8 minutes, okay? So let's just see. But you reach out, I'll send you some stickers, my man. There you go. There you go. We got a corner kick for Juve, 84 minutes. Paredes is over it. Let's go. Add another one. Come on. Come on. Paredes with the corner. Going back post. Terracciano punches that one out. Fagioli trying to block Saponara off. Saponara able to keep it in. Fiorentina move forward, and there's a professional foul, and Bremer will take the yellow card, but he had to shut everything down, especially at the 84th minute, so that we can get back into position. Bremer will miss the next match, however. All right? So with that yellow, Bremer will be out of the next match in Serie A. To give everybody a heads up, that next one is going to be Spezia. Spezia a week from today. So, take the trade-off. Just got to get the 3 points here. Here we go. '85th minute. What a slow turtle's pace this game has been at in the past 20 minutes. Like, right around when it hits 65th mark, it's just been so slow. Juve just been so slow this second half, and zero build-up, zero willingness to get up after it, especially once Dusan came off too, like especially not willing to push forward and get after it. Headed out here, Locatelli playing it forward for Moise Kean, chest it down. Oh, Jesus, suicides his man with that pass. Was Fagioli, who does well to maintain it. Oh man, nice little one-touch pass over to the flank or the right flank where Kean occupied it. He's on it now, plays it inside for Fagioli. They're just going to maintain possession, keep it out there. Ain't going to be nothing coming for Juve for trying to get a goal. They're going to try to possess this one through. Here's Paredes. Again, over to the outside, cutting in. Oh, should have been a foul there, but that's okay. They're just giving Juve advantage. Here's Locatelli being pushed back. No options. Positionally, just so narrow from Juve. Locatelli had nowhere to go but back to Szczesny. Long ball forward, cut out. Bremer applying pressure. Fagioli coming back, winning it. Back to Danilo. Play it back for Szczesny. Shape is sloppy. Look at how slow Juve players are moving. They are tired, and they're just trying to see this one out. Lovely turn from Kostic on the left side. Cuts inside, but Castrovilli's got wheels. He's able to win this one back. Challenge in from Luca. He gets through Luca and Rabiot. Here's Fagioli with a great challenge. Sorry, Paredes with a great challenge in there. But he's going to take a card for his troubles. And actually, I don't think it was him. I think they're giving it to Kostic. I think they're giving it to Kostic following it up. Yeah, it's Kostic following it up, getting rid of the ball. Oh, and his hack. I didn't see that. It looked like Kostic was just running up to him right before Paredes slid in, but Kostic took a chunk out of the legs there. You know what? I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it. It is what it is. Castrovilli on this free kick for Fiorentina. Closing down to 88 minutes, everybody. Here it is, back post. Cleared out, but Saponera on it at the top. He's going to put this one across. Oh, man, cleared out, but it stops at the top for Castrovilli, and it's in the back of the net. One-one. What did I say, everybody? What did I say? You can't just invite these teams to come back and come back and come back. You've got to always play the game through. You just have to play the game through. To be fair, it's a lovely hit. Just absolute laser beam. Absolute laser beam on the volley. And there you go. And you know what? You just can't invite wave after wave after wave. And they're checking the goal. There is a chance if there's a foul on Locatelli, who was trying to clear that one out, we might get out of this. But this is a lesson that has to be learned for Juventus, and we continue to not learn it. He has made midfield changes. We now have loaded with midfield players, And we would definitely not be able to go after another goal with this lineup. You have played the game to simply clamp things down. It is ridiculous. They're checking for offside, apparently. I don't know if they can call foul. They were saying they were checking foul, but I don't know what's going to happen here. But this is a lesson. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And this is incredibly frustrating. I'm not putting it up on the board until I see this thing. He's going to take a look now. They're checking this goal. It's possible offside, but I'm infuriated with what we continue to try to do. And based on this camera shot I'm seeing right now, Ranieri is offside. Based on that, he is offside. And he comes back into it, and he is directly affecting Locatelli there. I am expecting this to be called off. Allegri getting a yellow card for your troubles. Max, get the hell out of here. Start playing these games properly, for Christ's sake. Offside, Juve's off the hook, but this is a lesson that we still will continue to not learn. Alright? Waved off for offside, but my God. And Max, for the love of God, stop yelling at this shit. Your substitutes laid out what was going to happen. That you were going to clamp down and sit back on this 1-0 against Fiorentina in casa. Okay? Jesus Christ. Shut the hell up and just go to your goddamn coach's box there. 5 minutes of added time. Here we go. Headed on from Rabiot. Pumped immediately forward by Fiorentina. We have a long 4.5 minutes here, Juventini, based on this lineup that is out here right now. Offside for Keane there. He's offside. He's running on goal alone. He's going to have a hit left-footed going short side. I don't think Tericiano even got a touch to it before it hit side netting there, but I think he was offside. And yes, well offside there. Infuriated. I'm just infuriated. Infuriated by continuously dropping back and letting teams do this. Here's a bomb forward. They're going route 1, Fiorentina. Immediately cleared by Juve. Keen light pressure on Ranieri. There's going to go to Tericiano. Tericiano just going to go over to the right side. Fiorentina's got acres of space. Juve clamping down 5 across the back. 4 in the middle. Just Keane up top. Luckily, that guy sucks and his pass went straight out of bounds. And Juve's going to take a throw in there. Jesus Christ, I'm just so pissed off, everybody. I can't tell you how infuriated I am with that. To watch this game go like this. And now we just got to grind it out for a couple minutes. Sandro bombing this thing forward. Immediately headed back in. Fiorentina trying to push forward. Sandro cuts it in for Paredes. Paredes with a pass straight to Jovic. Locatelli had to clean it up there. God damn it, Paredes. My God, Paredes. Bravo, Luca. There's the fight. There's the battle. Kostic doing well. Kostic has busted his ass this game, I'm telling you. Here's a bomb forward. Again, look at Kouami's way. Over on the right side, here's Kostic, and he's going to bomb it forward again. The Serb putting in the grind. Love it. Amrabat has to go back. Keane just being the only one applying pressure up forward as, again, Juve is just trying to clamp it down and get out of this one. It'll flip towards the back. Kouami now heading it in, trying for the bike. That's got to be a foul. It is. Saponera trying for the volley. High boot there. Not sure if Rabiot ate that one, but Jesus. Oh, man. Yeah. Shatterstar Paredes. Unbelievable. Kostic gives you 150%. Absolutely. And for that, I will never, ever get upset with somebody. Look at this offside. Look at this offside. The heel of his boot, everybody. I don't feel so bad about Vlahovic's anymore. I don't feel so bad about it anymore. Jesus. We're a team for people that only have desire to watch highlights. Oh, man. It would save my ticker probably years, to be honest. Bomb forward again by Fiorentina. Out towards the side. Kostic will have it back for Sandro. Knees it and then pumps it up. We're closing down on 95 minutes. It's going to be called very soon. Keane battling. There's a two-head shove. He still wins it. He's going to try and save the ball here. Oh, just slips up. Allows Amrabat to get on the ball. But no, they called it. Called Keane on the foul. Keane playing games. He's going to take a yellow card for that. But he's just making sure Fiorentina can't get this one off quick. Here it goes. Out to the left side. Headed back for Castrovilli. Castrovilli being closed down. Paredes. Can't let him cross. Paredes closing him down. Can't let him cross. There's the cross going back post over everybody. It's going to go out. There you go. Ref saying get the goal kick out. We're at 95 and 40. You know there was a bit of stoppage for checking that VAR. Keane on a yellow now as well. A lot of yellows here. Bremer, Sandro, Kostic, Rabiot, Keane. Obviously Bremer will miss next match against Spezia. Szczesny taking his time, 96, pumping it forward. Get the whistle. Bremer heads this thing forward. Luca engaging. And there it is. There's game. Thank God. Thank Christ. Let's get out of here. Jesus. Woo. My God. All right, everybody. You guys having fun? Having fun? I'm having fun. I would have had more fun when that Vlahovic goal didn't get called back for offside and whatnot, or Kostic burying one of his two great chances in the first. But hey, that's all she wrote. Okay, that's all she wrote. I see a Storm the Barn coming in immediately. A little busy. I'm going to get to that, okay? Quickly give you the rundown. Juventus getting the job done 1-0 against Fiorentina. But again, one of those frustrating 1-0 victories. 56% possession falling to Fiorentina, 44 for Juventus. 11 total attempts for Fiorentina with 2 on target. 7 total for Juventus with 3 on target. Big chances. Fiorentina had 1 and 1 big chance missed. Juve had 4 big chances, only able to capitalize on 1. Of course, both teams had 1 goal disallowed, which would have made my call of 2-1 right in the prediction. So I'll take that. I'll take it. Okay, anyways, I agree with this statement wholeheartedly. Our games are taking away years of my life. Holy, I feel you. I feel you, brother. Okay, so let's get to man of the match, okay? I want to hear everybody's man of the match right now in the chat. Start dropping your man of the match. Going to get to this question for Storm the Barn. With these crazy calls, what are the thoughts on the alternative human error VAR in the Prem and whatnot? I don't think it's ever going to be something that we're just 100% locked into. VAR has it should have had less questions coming from it, but it's done a very poor job of actually letting the rest just get out of it, basically, and getting rid of questions. It's a little bit crazy, but nonetheless, I think alternatives, and we're going to definitely get into VAR and what's going on, but alternatives just bring up judgment calls and making gray areas. Maybe you just go back to the way it was and these guys trying to call it. Because if you're trying to be so precise like this, my God, if you're going to be this precise and still have that advantage, which I feel goes to the defending, that's a little bit tough. But again, we see the good and bad of it all in one game. Vlahovic getting called, and then the heel of Ranieri saving us from what would have been the 1-1 draw. So again, you take the good with the bad. But any alternatives, I think, actually bring up more of a judgment call and more gray areas. So is what it is. But we will definitely dive into it. I'm going to get some thoughts from our man who's a ref, Nick Cardone, and we're going to pull up his thoughts and opinions and questions on it for tomorrow's podcast, okay? Again, tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time live. Man of the match, we have Kostic, most probably. We have man of the match, Kostic. He played his heart out. Sal saying Bremer or Kostic. Locatelli or Kostic. Another one for Kostic. Great stuff, everybody. I definitely have Kostic up there. Although if you look at his ratings, he got a piss poor rating in this game, which shocks me because he did work his ass off. Locatelli, I think, is a great shout. I think Bremer's a good shout as well. Yeah, ultimately, it is Adrian Rabiot's goal that sees us through. I think Rabiot actually put in a shift too, if we want to talk about hard work and whatnot with Kostic. Rabiot's in there. But man, again, the storyline is the same. Juventus not banging a lot of goals. The approach, grossly different from what we saw against Salernitana. And that was away from home, might I add you. And we're at home today. And the approach, again, grossly different than what we saw against Salernitana. Juventus cannot be afraid of these teams and needs to approach it properly. Those substitutions, hey, we said it as it was happening. You could see what he was going to do. It was all about clamping down. And we escaped by the skin of our teeth. I hate trying to do that, especially trying to do it so early. And I think that leads to more human error because you get even more gassed. When you're inviting them to come at you wave after wave after wave, it is exhausting. It is exhausting. But again, we survived. But, oh man, so close. The flip side of it is, again, we didn't score goals. But we could have had 2-0 up at the first half. Vlahovic getting called off on a close one there. Again, some other opportunities. But overall, again, that's more of the reason why I feel this team cannot sit back. We can't sit back and just invite wave after wave because we are not scoring enough goals. If this game goes to 1-1, we're done. Then you're still fighting for your life. That Fiorentina doesn't try to bury another one because you've just completely shut down and gone completely to the back end. That is why I do not like it. All right? I do not like it one bit. Not at all. But, geez. Again, looking at the positive. 3 points. 3 points. We moved. The guys were locked in, though. If we want to talk about positives, I saw more guys performing well than were performing poorly, for sure. I think everybody gave everything they had out there. Even the guys that might have not had such a great performance still gave it everything they had. And that's half the battle with this team usually. So I'm happy with that. We're seeing our goal we did score. And Di Maria surrounded by bodies, like 4 in Fiorentina, quickly with that pop forward for Rabiot. And Rabiot heading that thing. Dediciano getting there, but not enough. That ends up being the difference. And Juve escapes 1-0 again. Whew. That Castrovilli strike was huge. And again, Vlahovic had that opportunity to get in there and get that one. He did do his job. It was a clean finish, but just offside. Just offside. We got saved by one offside. We got burned by one. 1-0. We've got a lot to tackle tomorrow. Man, this is crazy. Crazy stuff that you can leave a game that seemingly at the start looked like we were going to get done comfortably, but not the case. Not the case. Jerry B saying, I feel bad for the youngsters that once came to the rescue. In terms of minutes. So in terms of minutes and whatnot and getting them in there, sure. Yes, of course, would be in second if not for the 15 points, but does that change the overall feeling? I mean, we're still very, very fortunate. And in that 8-game streak that, yes, we were getting the job done, seeing through, we conceded a lot of opportunities, and these games could easily go the opposite direction. It still comes down to this team needing to score goals. And it's better for this team to play a little bit more on the front foot. But not only that, we're not the team to just clamp down anymore. I mean, you can look at those 8 consecutive clean sheets and whatnot. There was still a lot of fortune in there. So it just comes down to how lucky do you feel that we can be that team. I think we have to progress. We're capable with the players we have, playing a little more on the throttle. However, I think we tried to clamp this down a little too much. You still could have made that extra midfielder, bring it back down to 3 midfielders. I didn't think you needed to bring 4 central midfielders in there. I think you still could have had Asule in there to help things. He's not defensive, but again, you're just way too one-sided. You can't have Keane just alone up at the top, offering very little pressure, and everybody just back. We made it far too easy for Fiorentina to throw everything they had, and you're only 1 goal up. If you're 2 goals up, that's different. That's different. I would feel comfortable doing that. And 2-0. You on 1 goal cannot shut down. In Serie A, in Coppa Italia, in Europa, in Champions League, you can't try to clamp down a 1 goal. All right? We're not that team anymore. Okay? We're not that team anymore. So, we get away with this one, everybody. I got to go take a breather. My heart was just pumping when I thought that they had tied it up. Incredible stuff, but again, I've been coming in here saying I agree with you. Subs and chain tactic was completely delusional. I don't know if it's completely delusional, but again, up until that point, and they still finished the game, Fiorentina only generating 1 big chance. But that's all it takes. And we saw Castrovilli with a strike from there. That's all it takes is 1 big chance. So he maybe felt super confident in the fact that they weren't able to generate enough to hurt us, but that's all it takes is 1 when you're only 1 up. So, again, win's a win, though. We'll take it, and we'll move on. The results are shaky, but wins are wins. There you go. All I want to see is our stars playing like stars. Just want them to look not scared. In terms of the Trident, everybody, what did you think of the Trident first time out here? Like I said, during the game, maybe not as involved from a guy like Federico Chiesa as we would like to see on the ball, but still very much involved in terms of the runs and what he offers. Outlets for Locatelli. We saw some great stuff in the first half. Again, it's very early on for the Trident. First time we've actually seen them out, so let's give it some time. But Vlahovic, for the most part, very active. Again, very active, making his runs, making his movements. Di Maria continues to be the magic and the main source of creation and creator. Having Chiesa, Di Maria, and Vlahovic out there gives the opponents a lot to think about. We just have to press and get that ball back quickly and put the defense under and force them to make quick decisions and give these guys more runs at that defense. That said, I was actually happy with the first outing for the Trident. I think there's far more that they're capable of. And again, it's just going to take some time. I would have liked to see it Salernitana and then this one, so you have a couple going into Thursday. But again, we'll look ahead to Thursday tomorrow on the post-match podcast, everybody. I thank you all for joining me. Thank you for the donation to Shatterstar on the Super Chat and just the kind comments for everybody on my commentary. I hear that a lot are... I constantly get the messages and DMs that, hey, we're muting the game and just having you call the action. Massive compliment. I thank you. All we ask for as a team at All Juvecast is that you continue. Clip bits and pieces if you want. Share it wherever you want. Juventus Facebook groups, Instagram, wherever you want. Share the clips. Do whatever you need to do. Okay, I thank you all again. And take a break. Go relax. I need a break for my ticker, and then we'll be back tomorrow morning. We'll break it all down. Look at you guys. You guys are amazing. Thank you. Forza Juve, fino alla fine. Sal, my pleasure. My pleasure. You're the man. No, you guys are the best. You make these things a lot of fun, and I thank you all. Thank you, Jeremiah, as always. Hey, we got the win, got the 3 points. Hey, we had to sweat. We had to grind. Nothing we're not used to, right? See you tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, everybody. Fino alla fine. Forza Juve. Let's go relax now. Super Bowl time for everybody in North America, whatever. And even if you want to check it out across the world. But Super Bowl time. Who do we got? Chiefs? Eagles? Who's everybody going with? Who's everybody going with Super Bowl time? Super Bowl time. I think Philly's going to have something to celebrate. Just saying it. But we'll maybe talk a little Super Bowl tomorrow too, all right? We'll see you all then.